Hey Betha, what's up and welcome back to my channel. My name is Betha and I don't always have a red eye. I don't know why my eyes are red. I've been trying to film for a while now. I've just been scratching the eye. I don't tire. But let me just tell you, whether this eye scratch me or it not scratch me, see this amebo that I want to do, I will still do it. You guys can tell that it's past midnight already and I'm sitting here filming. I don't know, it's crazy. Anyways, before I say anything, just watch this video and I'll be right back.
If you have issues with every single person in this house, I don't have issues with certain people. Because you cannot continue talking to me anyhow. Do you understand? Is it the first time? Is it the first time? Is it because I've been keeping quiet? Are you crazy? Oh, God, I like the kid.
Guys, it be like say that same breeze where they blow inside this house, they don't blow on for this housemates again. So last night was crazy. I'm saying last night because this is another day, okay? Last night was crazy. In fact, yesterday was crazy for the housemates. Earlier yesterday, Biggie sent in a scroll to the housemates and of course they had a task. But this time around, it was a Guinness inspired task and it shouldn't come to us as a surprise that they would have a task, right? So the housemates were split into two groups. We had Team Bali and we had Team Hobbs. In Team Bali, we had 8 housemates: Kaisha, Tricky T, Bright O, Lekon, Kidwire, Erica, V, and Lucy. While for Team Hobbs, we had Nengi, Ozo, Dorothy, Prince, Praise, Tolani Badge, Neo, and Wathoni. And the task was split into 2 parts. They had the photography part and they also had the game part. Now for the photography, each of the teams had to come up with like models, photographers, and directors. Now for the photography aspect, Team Hobbs actually did better because they were really organized. In fact, I don't know what Team Bali was doing there because they were just fighting among themselves. That's even how this problem started. Erica and Lucy, I don't know. Lucy was trying to tell Erica something. Next, Erica got upset. I'm not sure why Erica was even upset in the first place, but she was like, I beg, you are so annoying. And Lucy's like, how? I'm trying to tell you something and you're telling me that I'm annoying. Lucy too now got upset and walked away and said she was no more doing it again. But at the end of the day, they sure did the whole thing. And of course, you know that there's no way their own performance would be as good as people that were organized from the beginning. Now, when it came to the game aspect, they had the football challenge, they had the stacking of cup challenge, and they had the penalty kick challenge. Now, for the football, Kidwire represented Team Bali, while Ozo represented Team Hobbs. And at the end of that round, Team Bali won because Kidwire's performance was better. Now, when it was time for the stacking challenge, we had Praise and Erica. Erica was representing Team Bali, while Praise was representing Team Hobbs. And at the end of everything, Team Hobbs won that particular challenge because Praise's own stacking was really nice and he got it in time. And then for the final part, we had the penalty shots. And this time around, it was Nengi that represented Team Hobbs, while we had V represent Team Bali. And let me just tell you, Nengi did so well because even though they were blindfolded, she was still able to shoot her shots into the net and everything. V wasn't getting it in the first place. In fact, V's one was so funny. I personally was laughing, so I don't know if I was in that house, V would have taken it P with me tonight because she actually took it P tonight when the other group members were laughing. Now let me tell you, the people that were laughing in Team Hobbs were actually Neo and Praise. But then because Dora has a loud voice, I don't just understand. She just assumed that it was Dora that was laughing at her. I was like, see, whoever you are on that team laughing, don't ever talk to me again. You know what? Let me just show you guys the video so you guys can understand what I'm talking about.
Whoever was laughing in that group, I swear to God, do not speak to me ever again. No, I don't know. Because I told everyone to shut up.
Now that's how Basbo started between V and Dorothy. And you guys are aware that we already have a pending fight between Lucy and Erica. So I just knew that it was going to be bloody in Biggie's house. So let's first talk about V. V was ranting and ranting, shouting at Dorothy and all of that stuff. And Dorothy was just there laughing like, I don't understand why you are shouting. I'm not the one that was laughing at you. In fact, Praise and Neo were telling her that we are the ones that were laughing, It's not Dora. But she kept on going on and on and on. And I'm like, V, do you have a problem with Dorothy before now? Because the way you're even taking this thing, I don't understand it anymore. When she went inside, she was just ranting and ranting and ranting. And Dorothy was just there laughing and just minding her business. She was kukuma in the kitchen before doing semo. So Dorothy just faced the semo that she was doing, while Auntie V was just shouting and shouting. Now at some point, Neo now came to tell Dorothy to please come, let them go to the garden and have a talk with V. And she's like, no, when V is ready to talk, we'll meet halfway in the lounge. Let's discuss. Like, there's no point for me to go outside there and go and be meeting her to talk when she's still not ready to talk. And then Neo now goes outside to tell V, okay, V, come, let's talk, you and Dorothy and everything. And I'm like, oh, that she's not in the mood to talk now. This one. Cool stuff. Everybody leave him like that. Next thing, V goes into the room with Neo, and Neo is trying to calm her down and stuff like that. By the way, I don't even understand the type of calming down Neo was trying to calm her down. You know that V is already upset with Dorothy, and of course, there's really nothing she will say about Dorothy now that will be positive. Instead of you to just be calming her down and make her see reasons why she has to go and talk to Dorothy, because Dorothy wasn't even the one laughing in the first place. Uncle Neo was even putting more fuel in the fire. I don't understand. Because when she was saying things like, oh, Dorothy is a bitch, I don't want to see her face. If I see her face, I'm going to get pissed. This one, that one. She likes picking fights with people. She picked a fight with Nengi, she picked a fight with Brighto. Now she's trying to pick on me, so she's definitely a bitch. But guess what? I'm not going to let her pick on me because I'm also a bitch. I said, now wow, bitch times bitch equals to what? Bitches. You guys should keep bitching yourself up and down. And I knew I was there saying, yes, I feel like Dorothy is dominating. I feel like Dorothy is this. I'm like, uncle, this is not what you're supposed to be saying now. All you need to do is find a way to calm her down and not be making things worse. Because I don't understand how trying to calm somebody down means you indulging them by saying more things about the person that they're fighting about. But that's not even my own business, because at this point, I don't even know if they're in talking terms. I don't know if Dora is talking to V. I don't know if V is talking to Dora. So let's just leave it at that. Moving on to Lucy and Erica. Now they're all funny me past today because I don't understand. I told you guys that they had tension when they were having the photography thing and all of that, yeah, and they found a way to resolve it. Cool stuff. At some point, I don't know, Lucy now made a statement. She was like, Kid Wire is the neck and Erica is the head. So if the neck does not move, the head will not be able to move. And Erica picked an offense, like, why would you be comparing me to neck and head and all of that? Like, what are you talking about? She actually went to meet Lucy at the dining and she was like, Lucy, please explain to me what you meant by I'm the head and Kid Wire is the neck. Why would you make that kind of statement? And Lucy's like, have you not heard that statement before? And she's like, yes, I've heard it, but explain to me why you said that. Like, there had to be a reason why you say something like that. And then Lucy was just there like, I don't understand. Hey, Kid Wire, please. What? She said, no, what is Kid Wire? Don't put Kid Wire in this matter. Talk to me. Explain to me what you meant by that. And that was where the whole casala now busted. Guys, I don't know. After the shah had that boss, Kid Wire now went to meet Erica in the kitchen and was trying to calm her down. That, see, you are the one that is shouting. The person you're even talking to is not shouting. Just relax. And she's like, no, let me express myself. People have different ways of expressing themselves when they're angry. This one. Kept on talking and talking, and then Kid Wire just walked away. Baba just left her there and walked away. Someone that does not even like Wala before. She wants to shout. Let her keep shouting. But then after some time, yeah, Erica went into the head of house room to cool off because she was really angry. And Kid Wire was there trying to calm her down, like, okay, it's fine. You know, you're different from her. Lucy's a very confrontational person. You're not that way. He was just trying to say nice things to her, trying to calm her down. At this point, she was sitting on his lap. You know, they were sharing a hug while he was saying all these things into her ears and all of that. And then when she now finally calmed down, he now told her to go upstairs and rest her head. She was like, oh no, that we have rehearsals in 30 minutes. He was like, yes, but you need to calm down first. As much as we have rehearsals, you need to relax, you need to calm your head down. So just go upstairs and rest. And she now stood up. As she stood up to go upstairs, that's how Uncle Kid Wire now gave her a very soft tap in the nash. I said, now wow, this is another way to calm her down. At least that tapping now will calm her nerves down. And Tisha finally went upstairs to rest her head for a bit, and then Kid Wire now came out and joined the rest of the housemates. Now fast forward to later. At this point, yeah, Erica was already calm and she had already come out here. So she was having a conversation with Dora and Prince. And those ones were trying to tell her that, see, Erica, you need to step up your game as the head of house. Now let me just tell you guys, throughout yesterday, I just kept on seeing tweets of people saying Kid Wire is the actual head of house, that Erica is just there figurehead, she's just bearing head of house, but then there's Kid Wire that is doing everything, is the one giving instructions. And let me tell you, the other housemates were not even having it because they felt like Kid Wire was coming off as too bossy. You know, he was always trying to tell them to do this. I just want to fucking win the wager. I just want to fucking win the wager. I'm like, uncle, calm down. Everybody wants to win the wager. If they win the wager, it's not only you that will enjoy it. So we get that you want them to win the wager, but then you need to relax. Okay, relax. Okay, so this is actually what prompted Dora and Prince to have a conversation with Erica. And it's like, look, if you want people to respect you as the head of house, then you need to act it. Prince particularly told her that she needs to put her best foot forward, because at the end of the day, if you don't act like you're the head of house, if you don't act like you're in charge, they're not going to respect you and they're not going to do anything you want them to do. And you know that as a leader, you need to lead by example. You said we're going to have rehearsals in 30 minutes and it's been way over 30 minutes, you were nowhere to be found. And then Erica was trying to explain that, oh, she was really pissed and everything, and that she had to go into the head of house lounge to relax a bit. You know, Kid Wire was there trying to calm her down and stop. But then she actually thanked them for the advice, and then they went off to start their rehearsals. Now it was at this point when they were rehearsing, Biggie now announced the winners of the challenge. He mentioned that for the photography aspect of the challenge, Team Hobbs won, and that they had won themselves the sum of 1 million naira. I told you guys in the beginning that Team Hobbs were really organized, and of course I already did the calculation. Yes, I like money. So that 1 million naira split into 8 places. Each of them will be going away with the sum of 125,000 naira. Biggie then went on to announce Team Bali as the overall winner of the whole thing, because as much as they did not do well with the photography, they had more points when it came to the games, and because of that, Team Bali also won themselves the sum of 2 million naira. Yet again, 2 million divided into 8, each of the team members will be going away with the sum of 250,000 naira. Now at that point when they were having their rehearsals, before Biggie interrupted them by announcing the winners and everything, Erica had already gone to meet Lucy, and she was trying to apologize to Lucy for shouting at her and for saying those mean words to her, that she was really upset and all of that. And then Lucy's like, no, it's fine, I didn't really mean that statement the way you took it here, because in my place it's something we say, that the wives are the head while the husbands are the neck. So if the neck neck does not turn, the head will not move. So that's how she was saying it. She didn't mean it as an insult or anything, that for her it was more of a joke, and she didn't know that Erica took it that way. You know, both of them apologized to themselves. You know, Erica hugged Lucy from the back and everything. So I can say that right now there is peace in the house. I just hope that it will remain like that, because these housemates, they touch their brain. But guys, let me know what you think. Do you think Lucy meant that statement as a joke, or do you think she actually said it from a place of hate and jealousy? Maybe because Kidwaya and Erica are together and, you know, they're now ruling the house as a couple. Just let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section, because I would really like to hear from you guys. Okay, that's basically all the gist I have for you in this particular video. Again, I just want to apologize to you guys for bringing this video late. I was actually editing a video for my other channel. It's quite tasking, so please check out the other channel too, so that I can grow. I'm going to leave the link in the comment section as well. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to give me a very big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed, and I will definitely see you guys on the next one. Okay, bye guys.